I think that Batman the Animated Series has a really strong voice cast, and I'm not just referring to Mark Hamill's Joker. I think that Mark Hamill gave a very impressive, good performance, but I think that the other cast members deserve some attention too. There's a lot of really good casting choices made, and the villains are very well handled in the show. For example, Richard Mole. I think that he did a strong, amazing take on Two Face, and I think Richard Mole is one of the best actors to play Two Face. I think that Diane Pershing really works as Poison Ivy. John Glover got to be Riddler, and then later on he got to be Lionel Luthor in Smallville. I love him. Roddy McDowell, who's Bookworm in the original Batman show, he got to voice the Hatter, and I love his voice so much. I think he fits the role so well. I think that's one of the most underrated best choices made for the show. John Vernon, really good performance as Rupert Thorne. Rupert Thorne's an underrated villain in general. Even Ed Asner was in the show as Roland Daggett. So there's a lot of really strong performances there for the villains, and I think it's good to give Mark Hamill a lot of attention for his Joker performance, but I think these other performances deserve some attention too. I just feel like I could just keep going because there's so many good ones, and really pretty much all of the performances really fit their roles, and they just really gave very strong, memorable work, and I think they deserve to be remembered and appreciated. I think it shouldn't just be Mark Hamill's Joker that gets all the love, and Joker does have a habit of taking the attention away from the other villains a lot, and Joker is one of my favorite villains of all time. I really enjoy him, but Batman has some of the greatest villains of all time. It's not just that he has this one great villain that he fights all the time. He has several great villains, and those great villains are played by amazing performers. So I think it's not just Mark Hamill's Joker that should be fondly remembered. I really think it should be the whole cast that they have for the great memorable work that they did. There's so many good performances, so I wanted to highlight how much I care about them. Feel free to let me know your favorites in the comments.